Good morning, everyone. I'm Zelio, the virtual assistant working with our marketing team. It's a pleasure to guide you today. Let me begin with this statement: power of process, quality of service. These are the two pillars that define Żelazyan Podbrzoza, or simply ZP, an abbreviation that's much easier to remember and to pronounce. Our technological excellence, combined with a strong customer-first mindset, forms the foundation of everything we do. ZP isn't just a manufacturer, we are a partner in precision, innovation, and trust. Here you can see a visual comparison from its early industrial roots to the modern-day facility that we operate today. Let's take a step back in time to where it all began. In the early 19th century, G. Schweitzer, a chamber count based in Buńska Szczawna TSA, proposed building a rail rolling mill beneath the Brzoza Hill, an idea that would eventually spark the foundation of what is today ZP. And in 1836, the Austro-Hungarian Parliament passed Law No. XXV, which mandated the construction of 12 railway lines across the empire. This strategic move created a massive demand for rails and rail infrastructure, setting the perfect backdrop for establishing a dedicated rolling mill in our region. From those early visions and laws, a company was born in 1840, and that company has evolved into today's ZP, a strong, resilient industrial enterprise rooted in innovation and tradition. In the year 1858, our plant achieved a major milestone. We produced our very first 2,374 tons of railway rails. These weren't just functional products, their quality was so exceptional that they received international recognition at the Industrial Exhibition in Paris. Back then, our production wasn't limited to rails. We also manufactured sheet metal, enameled cookware, and cast iron components, which were exported to Transylvania, Austria, Silesia, and even as far as Egypt. Fast forward to today, we've evolved from a rail mill into a leading European producer of seamless steel tubes. While our products have changed, our dedication to quality and export excellence remains unchanged. This timeline showcases the major milestones in the development of ZP, from the founding in 1840 through innovations like the first continuous casting machine in Czechoslovakia in 1960 up to the recent construction of Slovakia's largest rooftop photovoltaic plant in 2022. But I'd like to draw special attention to a pivotal era in our history, the 1970s and 1980s, during the time of socialist industrialization. It was in this period that we built what became known as the new plant, a massive investment that included two key facilities, the hot-rolled seamless tube mill and the cold-drawn precision tube mill. And here's why this was truly transformational. With this infrastructure, we effectively created a so-called closed production cycle, a self-sufficient, continuous manufacturing process. That means we can produce steel tubes from scrap steel as the sole input, without the need for external intermediate materials. From steel scrap collection, melting, casting, rolling, to final tube production, it all happens within the ZP Group ecosystem. This model gives us not only technological independence but also superior control over quality, cost, and environmental sustainability. Before 1989, the majority of our production was directed to the markets of the former Soviet Union. This wasn't traditional trade as we know it today. Much of it was conducted through barter agreements. We delivered industrial goods such as steel products, and in return, the country received natural gas and crude oil. This chapter is essential because it explains why, after the collapse of the Eastern Bloc, we needed a completely new export strategy, one that you'll see come to life in the next few slides. In July 1989, our company, then known as Sverma Iron Works, became a state-owned enterprise, gaining economic autonomy and introducing a workers' council as its new governance model. After the Velvet Revolution, it became clear that the socialist system was ending. The government chose coupon privatization, a unique method to transform state firms by giving investment coupons to citizens instead of selling assets outright. Our management immediately recognized how crucial this transformation would be. To protect the company's legacy and independence, we decided to join the first wave of privatization. The project was submitted in October 1991, and on May 1, 1992, ZP Podbrzoza became a joint stock company. Employees received their coupon booklets for free and could become shareholders. This step ensured that the company remained in Slovak hands and preserved its tradition into the future. Following our entry into the first wave of coupon privatization, ZP became a joint stock company on May 1, 1992. This marked the beginning of a new chapter, not only in ownership, but also in strategy and expansion. Over the next decade, the company grew into what we now call the ZP Group through acquisitions and the creation of subsidiaries like Xiaomi, Eco-Quellet, KBEZ, and Transmesa in Spain. From a single plant in Podbrezova, we evolved into a multinational industrial group with growing revenues, diversified product lines, and a solid presence in European markets. Here we see an aerial view of our main production site in Podbrezova, the heart of our operations. We operate 3 major mills: the steel mill, with a capacity of 360,000 tons per year, the hot roll tube mill, with 220,000 tons capacity, and the cold-drawn tube mill, which a capacity of 70,000 tons annually. This integrated setup enables us to cover the entire production cycle, from steelmaking to finished tubes, all within one location. It ensures efficiency, quality control, and delivery reliability for our customers. Within the group, we also operate companies that specialize in scrap collection and processing, which is a key part of our closed-loop production model. 2 companies, Eco-Quellet since 2005 and KBEZ since 2007, are responsible for collecting ferrous and non-ferrous scrap, dismantling production facilities, handling end-of-life vehicles, and processing scrap through cutting, compacting, shredding, and sorting. Their role is essential because it provides us with a steady internal supply of steel scrap, which is the primary raw material for our electric arc furnace. This supports both our sustainability efforts and cost efficiency. Another important member of the group is Xiaomi, a company well known on both European and domestic markets as a producer of heat-resistant materials. Xiaomi became part of the ZP Group in the second half of 2004. Its core business focuses on refractory products, which are essential in high-temperature industries like steel, cement, or glass manufacturing. These materials form the backbone of our furnaces, ladles, and casting systems, enabling safe, efficient, and long-lasting production. Their integration into our group further strengthened our internal capabilities and technological independence. Let me now introduce Transmesa, our specialized subsidiary based in Spain, which became part of the ZP Group in July 2008. Transmesa is a leading expert in the production of precision cold-drawn steel tubes and tubular sections made from carbon and low-alloy steels. The company has a long history. It was founded in 1944 and has built a strong reputation in Western Europe. By integrating Transmesa into our group, we strengthened our presence on the Iberian Peninsula, expanded our product range in the precision segment, and gained access to new markets and technologies. Together, we form a complementary production network that allows us to serve customers flexibly, locally, and with high precision. Today, ZP is no longer just a single plant, we are an international group. We employ over 4,000 people, not only in Slovakia, but also in the Czech Republic, Spain, Italy, Germany, and Poland. With a combined sales revenue of €400 million, we are one of the major European players in the production of seamless steel tubes and related metallurgical products. This slide captures not only our size, but also the stability, maturity, and global reach we've achieved over the past 3 decades. This slide illustrates the structure of our sales and distribution network across Europe. Our distribution is managed through wholly owned subsidiaries strategically located in major export countries. Pipe-X Italia operates in Western Europe and overseas. Pipe-X Deutschland in Germany. Slora operates in Poland. ZP Trade Bohemia in the Czech Republic. These subsidiaries are not just intermediaries, they are fully integrated partners, providing local customer service, logistics, and technical support. They bring us closer to the customer, enabling faster response times and better market understanding. It's worth noting that although ZP is based in Slovakia, the domestic market accounts for only 5% of total tube sales. 95% of our production is exported, with most of it handled through these strategic partners. This table presents the total sales of our core products for the year 2025, with a total volume of 243,000 tons. As you can see, the dominant share is held by hot roll tubes, which account for half of total sales. These tubes are the backbone of our product portfolio and serve a wide range of industries, including energy, OCTG, and mechanical engineering. Steel billets follow with 33%, many of which are sold to partners in Europe and further processed by third-party rolling mills. Next, we have seamless precision tubes, representing 17%. These are primarily used in mechanical engineering, hydraulic, automotive and energy applications, where precision and dimensional accuracy are critical. And finally, a smaller segment, steel elbows and reducers, making up just under 1%, yet still important for our presence in civil engineering and pipe systems. This structure reflects not only our production capacities but also market demand and the strategic focus of ZP. This bar chart displays the real volumes of tube sales by country in thousands of tons. As clearly shown, the largest volume of tube sales goes to Poland, reaching approximately 33,000 tons. This reflects the importance of the Polish market for ZP and the success of our local subsidiary, Slowvru. In total, tubes were exported to 45 different countries, illustrating the wide geographical spread of our customer base. This distribution highlights not only the export-focused nature of our business, but also the trust and stability we've built across European markets. The total volume represented across all these countries confirms our role as a key player in the seamless tube industry. This slide illustrates ZP estimated market share in the European Union for selected product categories based on ESTA and Prodcom statistics for the period January to September 2025. On the left, we see the segment of hot finish seamless tubes and pipes, non-stainless, with an outside diameter up to 168.3 millimeters. Here, ZP holds a 12.4% share, confirming our strong position among European producers. In the middle column, focused on precision cold-drawn or cold-roll tubes, ZP holds a combined share of 9.9%, of which 2.4% comes from our Spanish subsidiary Transmesa. On the right, we see our presence in the broader segment of cold-finished non-stainless tubes, where ZP accounts for 40% of total EU production. This reflects both the volume and specialization of our cold processing capabilities.